Alright guys, we're gonna start a little early. Ignore my countdown. I'm ready to go. So, like the title says, we're gonna do a little back testing. Turn the music down slightly. So we're gonna do a little back testing. I've set up I've set up a replay on TradingView, and the focus tonight is going to be the draw on liquidity. So the reason to focus is on the draw on liquidity is because I fucking sucked at this week. So little training for me. I want to make sure I go back and I back test and hopefully improve. I was reviewing the chart today, and after a week of just really terrible trading on my part, and I thought, man, what a bozo. What was I doing? I just had it completely backwards, So need to reset my mind a little when it comes to the bias, to the draw. And I was watching a stream from a pretty popular ICT style YouTuber content creator, and one of the things really just stuck with me that he said. He was mentioning looking for the displacement, the most recent impulse leg and displacement, and that's gonna you want to start with the daily and work down, and that's going to give you a direction to look for on a draw on liquidity, right? So we're gonna play around with a couple ideas, and I'm gonna see if I can get it right this time. And really, creating our daily bias is gonna be key here. I'm not gonna worry about the weekly as much, but we're gonna go all the way down to the 15-minute time frame. That's where we're gonna quote unquote trade on. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So as you see here, if you can read that, I've gone back to January 18th. I just picked a random time. I did my normal thing where I just go back and forth, close my eyes and click, and this is where it landed me. Just a recap for people that are watching that aren't familiar with me. This is mainly the whole channel is mainly for my learning journey, for me to journal my thoughts. So I'm not putting out that much content right now, but as I feel like I need to put stuff out for mainly myself, I will, and hopefully you guys can have some benefit as well. But this is definitely not gonna be something where I'm the teacher, I'm the mentor, and you're the student. I'm definitely a student. So hope you enjoy it. But the backtesting sessions, I feel like, are pretty valuable. But we're gonna start out. So we're gonna go over a couple of rules here. I'm gonna trade like I would normally trade. So I am going to wait for at least 7 a.m. Eastern time before I put on any trades. I will attempt to not, unless the setup is really clean. My normal rule is not trading during lunch. I want to try to catch one trade in the morning and one trade in the afternoon, and we'll see. I mean, but they have to make themselves available, right? And we have to have the right draw. So as you can see on this chart, we are we've had a leg down a little bit, but let's get some more context here. Let's go to the daily first off. So on the daily, we really, this is the latest push, right? Now we did have this come back down, but just to the order block here, I'm sure there was some smaller time frame objective that we hit to put in the, we took a liquidity, retook, and then had some accumulation. And it looks like it is on its way upwards again. We have a shift up, a retrace back, and then a shift back up. All right, so we're going to go with that on our bias, but the current candle, it is a downward candle. Now, one thing we want to look at here is our, I call it CE golden. So there's a golden fib zone that I like to look for. I got this from another YouTuber. But then there's the optimal trade entry, the 0.79. I think from the 0.618 to the 0.79 is what ICT says is the OTE. I might be wrong on that. I generally look for this golden zone. So that is something to consider. On the daily, this would be a good target for this latest impulse move down. So we're going to mark out our 1-day fair value gap here. And we will mark out also, let's get rid of that. I'm going to put this as a target here. 1-day SSL. So that's really what I'm looking for right at the moment. We'll go down to the smaller time frames. And if you look at the 4-hour, we do have a little swing low here. That would be a good little bit of liquidity. But this low, I mean, these equal lows down here, I mean, that looks like a really good target. Doesn't mean we're going to shoot straight down there, for sure. We took a little bit of liquidity here. There's this there. We could come up back into this fair value gap, maybe back into that swing low before coming down here and taking that. But that is the initial thought. Let's see what it look like on the 1 hour. And remember, we're going to do a 15-minute time frame play out here. Let me make this a little bigger for you guys. Okay, so maybe I should just like put it auto. All right. Yeah, 1 hour. I mean, it's looking good. You see it took this low here, and that's when it put in a little bit of an upward candle. It actually took, no, not that one, but it did take this, put in a little bit of an up candle to continue down. Clearly this is the next hourly draw. So we'll mark some of these out. This is an hourly draw. So we'll see how that looks. This is an hourly draw. So we'll see how it does with that. I like to put stuff out that could create a reaction. And I think these all could create a reaction. There's a lot of them, actually. One thing to consider, especially when you're talking about being in a very bearish, or sorry, very bullish daily, run, which I don't know if I would say we're very bullish. We are bullish. It might not want to pass the order block, right? But this one, let's see, what's 50% on there? Want to see 50% of the wick on this. And we're right at it. We're really just right at it, huh? Oops. Not settlement. Son of a bitch. Did it just kill my replay? Yeah, it did. That's tough. Jesus, dude. That's really annoying. Because now I know what happens. But let's see it play out. Let's see it play out. Wow. Just switching the settlement setting killed my replay. Ugh. TradingView needs to work on this shit sometimes, man. It's very annoying. Alright, so we're right at the 50% here. Like I said, it might not want to take the whole big target down here, especially when it's very bullish. So we'll want to look at some of these mid-grade targets here. This one. That's a really interesting thing here. You know, we do have the one-day fair value gap. That's something to look out for. But one of these 1 hour sell sides was also like 50% of this wick. So that's interesting. All right, but let's go down to the 15-minute. We're going to trade like we normally would. New York trading hours, etc. So let's just let this play out a little bit. 0.5, I didn't mean that. We'll look for what London does here. Okay, London shot lower. London's already going for that liquidity level. Wow. Yeah, it's taking all these. It's going for that fair value gap, right? Almost popped that. And we're at 9:15. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really play that out like I wanted to, but you get the picture. All right, so what are we looking for here? So we are in a downward movement. We have been in a downward movement for a while. We have some major equal highs up here that we'll want to look for. But then we have this stuff, low-hanging fruits, right? We're at 9:15. We'll see what the next candle does. And it went up for this liquidity and straight back down. Okay, so the question is, what do I want to see on a 15-minute? We have London highs. So we're into New York right now. I think what I want to see. Okay. So what I would love to see is a lower time frame, but I don't have the ability to do that with my trading view. I don't have the best plan. But what it looks like to me is we put in a low. We swept that low at 8:30. We then cleared and closed over this swing high. That would be a shift. This would definitely be a shift here. right? Close over this high. We've come down and we've taken the liquidity level here and dug into that order block that took this low and dipped into the fair value gap. So what I would do here is buy. And we would target this level right here. I don't know, can I put in a stop? Huh, I don't know what that did, actually. I just hit the plus button. Okay, whatever. Hopefully that puts in a stop. I don't know what it does. Okay, so we're holding onto that. Okay, so we went lower. I would have a stop right here. So we'll see if the stop is triggered. It is triggered. So we'd flatten there and we'd have a loser. Bummer. Yep. That is a bummer. So I would keep flat here. Now what would we be looking for? We want to look for bullish. You know what? I'm an idiot. It didn't take this liquidity. We have liquidity here. It just dipped into the fair value gap, so need to be a little more patient there. It's 11:30. So we're just chilling at this point. We do have a gap that is potentially forming here, so that's nice. Off of that liquidity, we are at 12:15, so we're not going to take a trade at lunch, but that does look pretty good. But what are we missing? Lower time frame confirmation for sure. This actually looks pretty good to me. Fuck it, let's do it. I mean, we're back testing. Let's try it out. Okay. So we want to, our low of the day is going to be the stop loss, right? I think, let's see, we're at 1 o'clock. We just took this liquidity. It closed barely over it. I'm a little sketched out about that, because it did take kind of equal highs there. That would be low-hanging fruits. This would definitely be a target. What do I want to do? Let's play it safe and do low-hanging fruit and just take that win. We'll take that as a win. Okay. It's continuing to push. There's not going to be any more trades today. There was the good push. Okay. So what did that do? After lunch, first thing after lunch, it went up to take, we already took 2 trades, so we're not doing any more. 1 and 1, not bad. It went up to take morning highs. I would think that it wants to grab these highs as well. Let's see how it goes. We've got until right here. Let's see where it goes. 230, 245, 3. Dips back into that fair value gap. A little weak off that order block there. Okay, I'm not trading this, but that could be it. Now I would take the buy. I do want to see it take that. I mean, that's it's gonna be equal highs, you know. Or 315, 330, and 4. Or sorry, 345 and 4. So it just went back to order block here from London. So we definitely do still have a bullish bias, and I think for the daily, right? Let's go to 6 o'clock. Start our day. 4:45. Okay, yeah, that's the last candle. All right, so let's see how our day played out. Yeah, it continued down after hours. London got equal highs there. It didn't, or it made new equal highs. It did not sweep that. All right, let's look at our daily. So here's what we got on the daily. Let's check 50% of wick. We hit that and recoiled. Let's check 50% of gap. Not there yet. But we did come into this swing high. This is the longest candle here. So we did technically dig into the order block, I think. Okay. We are in a bullish bias on the daily, or bullish draw on the daily. Let's check the 4 hour. Okay, the 4 hour, we do have this shift down. But the big shift was up here. So shift up, shift down. We want to see that golden retracement. We are under 50%. We're actually right on the top golden line. At this point, you know, unfortunately, TradingView's thing fucked up and we were able to see what happens next. But if we weren't, I would say that we could be, well, things move bottom up, right? So 4 hour, I would say we're still in a downward shift at the moment. So we could still want to take this, but let's see what the hourly says. And the hourly says, yeah, we took a target, but I think the shift isn't necessarily on. Now, we did take that high, and we did technically close above that high. But then it came right back down, closed the gap up into the order block. So it's potential, right? It's a potential shift back up on a daily bullish bias. On the 15-minute, we are definitely shifted. So we can start looking for sell side sweeps with bullish runs, right? So what I think All right. Let's play this forward. We'll see what the day has to offer. We have a pretty sizable new day opening gap here. So let's mark that out. Oh, sorry. It's actually from close to open, right? So this new day opening gap could kind of hold price up a little bit. But let's see. See how it goes. We have a little bearish opening here. But this is all overnight action. We would, you know, expect overnight, even if we're expecting the day to go up, we would expect overnight to take some sell side. So let's see how that goes. Let's mark out our, I want to mark out 7 a.m. We'll see how we do starting from there. And then we're going to mark out, you know, the big one, 9:30. We're going to mark out noon. We're going to mark out 4 o'clock. No, fuck noon. All right. Next. So we'll see how it plays out until 7. We'll just watch. We're into Asia. This is the shift leg. We did come down in the golden zone. Man, I need to start using goldens more often, man. I've gotten away from it and it's really showing. So we're doing some consolidation, right? So we're in London pre-market, Asia afternoon. Asia has done nothing. It took a little bit of a high there, but we're just chilling in new day opening gap. Okay, so before London, London kill zone, it did do a little bit of a pop up, a little Judas swing. It's pretty interesting. I would expect London to take probably this low and this low, maybe. Might come all the way down to that low. Let's see what we got. Okay, so it did take that low. Looks like it only wanted that. So that would be, so remember our concept of sessions, right? So what did it do? London kill zone went and took lows from Asia kill zone, pre-market, Asia kill zone, and also afternoon New York. So it swept up quite a bit of sell side. That's pretty good. So we'll see how that influences the start of the New York run. So we're at 7. So from 7 to 9:30. What I'm looking for is a showing of the hand, right? Now remember, we are going to have a bullish bias here because of our daily. Our greater daily bias, right? And the draw onto these equal highs up here. We believe this is a retracement. We are expecting the 1 hour and the 4 hour to show a shift soon, and we have the 15-minute in a potential shift right now. So we do not really want these lows violated down here. These are good. These are good. This sweep is fine. But that just delays our move. And that's fine. I think we can delay our move. So we want this period here, since we already put in a sweep of an important low from previous session, we want it to give us our order block that we can use for the run in the morning, I think. I think that's what we're looking for here. But we don't want it to really take the liquidity yet. So this is great. You could say this could be a Judas swing, yeah? But I don't believe so. I believe we're bullish. We are before 9:30. We're at 8:15. However, I do really like this for an entry. Let's go ahead and buy. Now, it could come down here and take these lows. I would say our stop is down here. It's pretty fucking far. But this is why we backtest, to try to see how these things go. Okay, so 8:30. We had a further push down a little bit just to clear the gap. Completely closed the gap and came back up. So what are we looking for? Targets here. This one for sure. 39.33. We'll add a little thing there. And then we'll add a TP2. And we'll add a TP3 there. Okay. So those are the targets we're looking for. Let's see how we do. A little scared about 9:30. Okay, so we are not loving this anymore. It does look like it's gonna sweep the liquidity here. So we swept lows. We came back into fair value gap. And it is stopping at the order block, so that's great. This shift is still okay, but we aren't overly excited, right? Okay, so we did take this. I guess that could be TP1 right there. We got 9:30 as the next candle. Now when you see this, and we have a bullish bias, and we just took a buy side liquidity and left that, we might expect 9:30 to take these lows. Let's see. It sure did. It did not take our stop. This is fine for now. It's fine for now. I don't feel great about this, but it's a good sweep for now. And our stop was saved. Let's see what happens on the next candle. Okay. So this is why we put the new day opening gap on. It's a little bit of a magnet, yeah. I want to hit TP1 though. And that's exactly what we do. So at this point, I would flatten. I do feel good about our direction. I just don't like new day opening gap. We'll take our, we're still pretty new. We'll take our profits. We did not hit, sorry, these executions. That's fine. I don't think I can get rid of them in the replay mode. We did not hit that TP2 yet. There we go. Hit TP2. Next thing we're looking for is the afternoon. Honestly, with the movement going on, we're still in a little bit of reversal accumulation. Oh, there we go. There's all the TPs. Fuck yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be taking a trade right now is the point I was gonna make. Let's see, what do we have next? We've taken this swing high here. It is probably gonna want to balance that full gap. Next, this is a draw. So let's see that. See if that plays out. We could get a little bit of a retrace. We're not until lunch yet, but we are coming up on the first lunch macro on this candle here. So for these next 3 candles, 1, 2, 3, we will probably, if I had to guess, see a, so what I want to look for is any opposite side liquidity, and the session low would be like, if we're in full consolidation mode, we're bullish bias. I think it probably just balances this gap out, if I had to guess. These next 3 candles. 1, 2, 3. It actually didn't get any liquidities. It stayed right in there, and there we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. So that, to me, that's a sweep. And I believe what we're going to be looking for, oh, I marked these all as sell side liquidity, did I not? Oh, these were sell side earlier. Right. So I think we continue up a little bit. This seems like a good Judas swing for the afternoon move. Just trying to decide. Let's play it that we are going to go in by the 1:30 candle, or at the 1:30 candle or later. So let's play that for the afternoon move, even though I really like that. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, so it pushes once more, digs into that. I like this even more now for some upside. Let's do one more, and there's the upside. Damn. That would have been my target, to clear that gap. All right. I'm not going to buy into that, so I'm just going to let this play out. But here's some equal highs. Play out until 4. Oh, excuse me. Oh, damn. Let's see if it clears those highs. Yeah, it does. Look at that. That's fucking beautiful. Yeah, I should have went in on that for sure. Oh my lord. It's one of those plays that you want a runner. You want a runner on that one. And part of the strategy I need to figure out is, so it made this move at 1:15, yeah? And then we have all afternoon to make more moves, and we're definitely in a bullish reversal at this point, right? Like we had already put it in here, this leg, yeah? we've come down, and let me draw the fib out again. So this leg, look at how many we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times into that golden retracement, respecting this order block. Yeah, this is fueling up for the rocket, right? Daily bias bullish. Yeah, this is some good shit right here. Now that was a big target, and we're at the end of day, so I would expect this to probably chill out here, or it come down just a little bit, but I wouldn't bet on that for sure. It looks like we got the EOD macro, just a little EOD macro there, and we're done for the day. We're gonna play this until that candle 4:45. Okay, so that was our day. Good day. Made some money, so that's always good. Man, I've just been really shitty at the bias lately, and this is exactly the reason why I needed to do this backtesting session. This just feels so much better now. Okay, let's talk about tomorrow. Let's look at our day. Okay, our day today. Did I fuck up? Shit. I didn't think I went to that one. I thought I stopped at the 45. Aw, damn. Alright, well, we just ruined the surprise. Fuck. Oh, excuse me. So let's let this play out. I'm not going to go back on the daily chart, but I would assume that the hourly and the 4 hour has put in a shift at this point, right? So we're full on bullish, looking for these highs. So we're going to let this play out. We're going to stop at 7 a.m. again. Did I pick the wrong 7 a.m.? I fucking did. Hell yeah, I did. Jesus, I'm off, man. Sorry, guys. This is why I need to reset. All right. So after that huge day, we have an Asian session that did nothing. We had a pre-market London tail end Asian session that swept a high, didn't sweep any low, and then we had a London session that swept high again, then came down and swept the low, put an equal low there, and we have pre-market New York that is sweeping all of those lows. So we're all clear. Now, obviously we have lows of the previous sessions down here, but I don't think we're going to touch that shit. The most I feel like we would come down, if we would need to come down, would be to this fair value gap. And we'd want to use our fib to see that. Yeah, like it could, right? Let's see what we have. I would expect a morning Judas swing to get some sell side. Just maybe balance a gap, maybe take this swing low. But I don't think it would want more than much more than the 50%. But let's see if we can get some OTE here. And then we'll look for a shift back up on the 15-minute. So 6:45. Oh, we're not even at 7 yet. Okay, 7 a.m. So we're going to move this to our next point of interest, 8:30. Okay, 7 a.m. It gave us what we want, right? We have a sweep of liquidity before, the lows again, and we've put in a shift back up, with an impulsive move back upwards. So I don't think I'm gonna go in here. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna buy here. Low of day is my stop. We might hit it. We already swept that, so I'm gonna flatten out. Remember, 2 trades a day. So I actually took it a little early, I think, and I got out early. But we're gonna watch it play out. I'm trying to trade realistically. This is what I would want to trade. So, in and out very early in the morning. This is another great entry here, to be honest. You know, you do want to watch out for, so we're at 8:30. We do want to watch out for 9:30. Maybe sweeping this low down here, just dipping back into that liquidity. If it does that, I might buy in for another go ahead and go at it. We are firmly in the order block there. Let's see what 9:30 does. Okay, we're coming back from that order block hit. 9:30 does go down in there. Oof. Now that's a buy. If there was ever a buy, that's a buy. Now, since I'm on 15-minute candles, I kind of missed it. That would have been a buy for sure. I'm still going to buy, but it really should have been right here. But I can't do a time frame under 15 minutes. So where are we going for our targets? For value gap or high? I mean, obviously, this is our big target. This is our big draw. I don't know if it's going to get there before we, but it's primed. It's primed and ready to go. We do have a lot of shit right there, but we'll see how it goes. Stop loss low a day. We would get in here. Remember, we would get in here. So stop loss would be under here. It would have to be. I know we got a big candle, and I'm just going to let this one play out until lunch. All right. So we keep on keeping on. I would want maybe 11:45 is my out, but we are very close. And we're into the order block. This is where I would panic and sell for sure. I do want to see that liquidity hit, but I don't know. Boy, we would have fucking mopped up with that. Okay. So this is why we're back testing. That would have been really nice. And then for no more trades. That would actually probably be it for the day, because I mean that's the big target. The big target has been taken. I would expect some pullback. I would expect maybe some choppiness. It does look like we're putting in a little bit of shift back down, but this is lunch, so you know how that is. Yeah, it's not actually doing that. So let's see what 130 does. 130 goes up again and down. See, we're just chopping around here. Yeah, I wouldn't take anything else. We're gonna put a flag on this right here and stop there. Yeah, it's just gonna retrace a little bit. Just a healthy little retrace from our big impulsive day. Yep, chop around. Probably end around that high, huh? Look at that. We're at 4. Yeah, we're at 4. So I feel like I've turned a corner a little bit. That's exactly why I needed to do this. And where'd we end the day? We ended the day just right above it. So that's great when we're talking about the daily bias. We're going to have a close over those little peaks, huh? And we have more coming. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, that was the peaks from the move back down. Remember, bullish bias was created here. This was a retrace into the order block. This was a shift back up, right? So slight shift. This is a structure break. This is a shift. Shift back. Shift back. Not shift back. Sorry. That's not even a shift back. That's a shift back on a lower time frame. And then we're rocketing. And we closed above those highs. So, on the daily, I don't think I care to see this. You know, we have a big high here. So actually, let me call that 1 day BSL. Just makes it a little more prominent. And this is like a weekly high, right? This is like weekly intermediate term high. So those are our draws, clearly. See, me this week, what I would see here is, oh, we shifted down and we're coming back in for a retrace here. We just took some highs. We gotta drop down. We gotta drop back down, get those equal lows, right? I think that's foolish. I think that's foolish. Yeah, no, I think that's foolish. I do not think that is correct anymore. We have on the 4 hour, shift, potential shift, retrace. This is actually it, right? Right here. Right here. That's actually it. That's the shift back. All this confirmed. Yeah. Grab back, go back into the highs. And then we rock it up. Now we take a dip back down, some sell side. And we've clearly put in a good shift here. On the 1 hour, what we're looking for is, are we going to shift back for a little bit? And I don't think so. I could see it going, so let's use our golden fib once again. I could see it going down into here, but I'd want to see that happen like overnight session. So let's see if it would do that. Let's mark this gap out as a potential retracement and reversal target. Once we get down to the 15-minute, when we're talking about the overnight. So let's play it out. We want to mark out 7 a.m. Monday, okay. That would be here. That's when we'll start looking for entries. Okay, Asia, once again, really not doing much, huh? Want to sweep this high before London kill zone's coming soon. Okay, London kill zone took lows from Asia. I think I sort of would want to see it come. No. I want to see this order block hold it up, maybe. It could take those. Remember, we're actually looking for it to come down here, potentially. Actually looking for it to come back there. Where are we at? We did dip below the 50%, so we don't necessarily need that optimal trade entry. That's just what I'm sort of looking for here. So we're taking some lows. Still taking some lows. Here's 7. Still taking lows. I'm just chilling right now, for sure. 8:30 is our next point of reference. You know, news and stuff like that comes out at 8:30. Okay. So we did put in a nice shot down at 8:30. This would take us below 50%. So it could be enough. However, I believe this is Zield Judas swing. So we'll see. We got 9:30 coming up. See if it wants to reverse back at 9:30. Yeah, I mean, this is a legitimate shift on the 15-minute. So it could be to go and balance this gap out. We'll keep that in mind. 9:30. Okay, 9:30 just dumped down. Into optimal entry. Yeah, into optimal entry of this whole impulse. Okay, that looks pretty good. I want to shift back up. I want to shift back up, and then we can set our sights for this high, right? So let's look for that. We're going to look for that before noon. Ideally, right, almost now. Yeah, so that's an interesting one, huh? Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm still just chilling. Okay, so we did touch the gap, and that was my big point. I don't love this wick being here. This looks sort of like don't fucking trade. Okay, I like that more. Okay. Now, what I want is A little dip into the order block, yeah. Save these highs, please. See if we get a little dip into the order block and back up. We do. You know, I would want to enter down here, obviously, but we're gonna go for it now. And our TP1 would be very close, honestly. It would be London kill zone high, but we'll make it overnight high, all overnight high. I think that's a good target. And then our TP2 would be that, and then we're looking much further externally. Not going to worry about that, because I am going to take probably, I want to say I could try to hold for that, but I probably would just take TP1 here. All right, ready? Let's go. We're getting close to lunch. This might have been a bad play. Yeah, we'll see how this holds up. I mean, stop would be low of the day. It's very far away, so it's not super comfortable. There we go, lunch. So we're into lunch, but we're in a play. Like, this play is legit. It's still holding up, so we're gonna keep it alive, keep it going. It's still holding up. Still holding up. Still holding up. Okay, now we're finally into our profit. And that did not take TP1. This thing is just not great. I mean, it's still on. Still on, guys. I just don't feel great about it. It should push for it by the end of today. Just a choppy day, huh? This action wasn't the best. 2:45. Let's see what 3 o'clock does for us. And we got a hard push down for end of day. We'll see if the last 15 minutes can save us a little bit here. And it does. So I would kill it there. I actually took TP1. So I would have taken full TP. Very hairy. Don't love it. Up and down. But end of the day, we put money in our pocket. So it's all good. All right. That's 4 o'clock. We're going to go to 4:45. Boom, boom, and boom. And we are going to take another look what we got. Now, this was a Tuesday. I haven't really been talking about that, right? Monday, Tuesday, whatever. This was a Tuesday. Not that I think it really matters that much. We haven't been looking at news either. That does matter, but we're just going for it, you know. So this was an inside day, which is pretty interesting. That's another thing I haven't been drawing out. High and low of the day. That's pretty important stuff. I mean, those are big reaction points when one of those are swept. All right, so we are chilling here. Still have this as the next draw, right? We could expect potentially a push down, right, on the daily. Could, sorta, kinda. I don't love that. I think a push up is more likely. On the hourly, our shift here is great. We did have another shift here. Or sorry, this is 4 hour. And we have made a retracement dig into that. Now we do have some equal lows However, I believe we are on a run here. It could dig in. It could take those. I'm not betting on that. I'm not gonna put any money onto taking those lows. What I would do if it took those lows, I would be very excited actually to look for a reversal back up. So on the hourly, you know, you gotta go, the changes happen bottom up, right? Bottom up. So it's just hard for it to make it all the way up, right? It takes a long time. Have a lot of back and forth action. So when we look at the 4 hour, we're clearly bullish. When we look at the 1 hour, we are bullish. With an asterisk, a little bit, but not really, because this is not a swing low. So what I really look for, and I'm not trying to be a teacher, but I'm just trying to put my thoughts out there. What I really look for on shifts is displacement through a swing, right? I think that's just what you have to look for. Displacement through a swing, because a swing is an important area of liquidity. If you displace through it, you are telling the market that we're going this way. Like, this is the next draw is this way, right? Now we did hit equals, right? So coming back down here, potentially sweeping those lows makes sense. However, it closed above them. So I think the market is still saying we're going up. All right. Let's go back into the 15-minute. Sorry, I'm getting a little excited about this. Not even trading real money in them. I'm feeling great. Okay. Go down to the 15-minute. Remember, it happens bottom up, where we felt a little wishy-washy on the hourly. I think on the 15-minute, we are a little wishy-washy as well, only because we didn't displace this high. We did close above it, but we did not displace above it, and then we got a candle right here. So this could chop around a little bit. I mean, it makes sense to chop around for a couple of days after you've taken a really big area of liquidity. So that's going to be my initial thought. Let's play this out until 7. And the bullish side of me wants to see like maybe these equal lows taken overnight. I think that would be good. Well then, that did not take long at all. That was literally the start. So we have a potential shift back down. And that could mean that we are going to reach for those lows. Or maybe this right here, right? This wouldn't break it on the higher time frames. But it does seem like we are shifting back on this 15-minute time frame. So let's see what Asia does. Asia, first thing, it swept a low. Came up and did not sweep a high. We have put in another potential, arrow down, right? So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's see what London does here. London kill zone. London pre-market has said that we are going upwards a little bit. So, but this could be just digging into this fair value gap. Let's see what London does. Yeah, we went lower. Oops. So now I think the target is pretty clear. Equal lows here, this swing here, order block, right? We want that one to be pretty robust. We actually want this to be pretty robust as well, as we are in a bullish move. But it seems like the bullish move was to take these highs, and it already did it. So it could be on to the next. I think it is. So yeah, it's a big moment. Potential shift back down on maybe higher time frame, 1 hour, 4 hour. Definitely 15 minute. So 7 a.m. See what we got. Okay, so this is the start of our time to look, right? And what I want for our bias of getting down to those lows, what I want to see is maybe a retrace back up here. Let's look at what this would be. Yeah, that's perfect. Retrace back up there. We did put in a swing here, so see what we got. Okay, 8:30 went lower. I think it's gonna pull all these before we even get in, so we're just watching at this point. There's no way we jump in on that move. Okay, 9:30. Okay, we hit this TP. Let's see if we get lows, equal lows, big equal lows there. Wow, 9:30 made another equal low. Perfect. It perfectly swept those. Well, that's great. So now we would look for a shift back up, I believe. This is where we want to see a shift back up, because remember, we're bullish on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily. This probably put in a 1 hour potential shift, but let's see how this plays out. I want to see wow, it's going pretty far, huh? I think I want to see a shift back up though. We're gonna put this for noon. Okay, it's actually digging into this fair value gap here. 15-minute fair value gap. Just a lot more. We could go all the way down there. 39.53-ish area. Looks like it is making a break for it. But once again, I'm not going with this. My bias is bullish. I don't like this. Okay. This to me is not a shift. So we're not playing that. Oof. Probably lower time frames. Could have found something better, but we're playing to 15 minutes, so we're just chilling right now. We're going to put it at 4 o'clock. We're in lunch right now, but it's fine. We'll see what lunch does. So it's going higher. You know, I made a mistake right there because we did put in a shift here. I would have bought this since we put in a shift there, but it's okay. It's not the best, so I don't care that much. Now we definitely are putting a shift back up here, but this is a tough time to go for more buy side. I've already been left waiting here, or been left at the station, whatever you would want to say. Yeah, so there's TP. I think that should probably do it for the day. It went up into that fair value gap, and then we have 4 o'clock. So yeah, missed the move here. Had the right idea, I didn't like the setup. I liked this one, but I didn't see it until it was too late. So that shit happens, you know? That shit definitely happens. I'm looking for something more down here. That didn't appear on the 15 minutes. Probably appeared on the lower time frames. I could have set it up then, but it didn't happen on 15 minutes, so we are not in. Let's see if it goes and gets this high. I would actually be pretty surprised if it did that overnight. We want to look at 445, so we can go get our daily outlook. Okay, so yeah, overnight, grabbed down, and then V'd up, because we're bullish, remember. We are bullish. Let's see what we look like on the daily after that. We look, oh, that's fucking beautiful, right? We didn't draw out that fair value gap. Probably a mistake. That was perfect for it to get. Comes fair value gap, grabs highs, fair value gap. We should be, I think we should be heading higher from here. Let's see what we got on the 4 hour. Okay, so remember that shift. Shift here, back to bullish, continuation here, but we took the high. So what this says is we took the liquidity, we closed above it, so we're gonna keep going up. However, it's a big area of liquidity, so before we get to the next, this one, I'm gonna go on a little dive down, right? Are we within the golden on our full run? No. But you could also say this is where we started our full run, and we are in the golden. So I like that. We did have a potential shift back down, but then it reacted up again, which makes sense when this is a retracement. So we're on the 4 hour, and we are putting in another shift back bullish. I probably want to see a retracement back into this gap on the overnight session that we're going to see here. What is this, Wednesday? Okay. 4 hour fair value gap. So that's my guess. I want to leave this high. I want us to smash through it and go up to that one. And the next day, 2 days, something like that. Okay, so 1 hour, not much more information than we already have. Yep, potential shift down, gobbled up after it took what it needed. All right, daily bias, that's the important bit. Okay, let's go to 7 a.m. All right, let's play this out, and what we want to see is a retrace into this gap, right? It's really not that far away, so it might go even further down into here. So let's see what we got. We do not want it to take that buy side liquidity yet. We got Asia not taking. Okay, it took this high day buy side. That's fine. Oh, that son of a bitch. It already took it. Damn. Damn. All right, well, that's clearly a shift back up. It's going to do this move overnight, probably to take that high. Let's see what London does. London's already set to do the move. Is it going to reverse back down? Actually pretty surprised about that. London's accumulating the way it is. Well, maybe not. I mean, this is gathering up sell side. 415. Okay. So we are gathering up sell side to take on that high. Probably. We have potential shift back down, but I think that's probably just to gobble up the Asia lows here. Nope, we put back a shift again. Okay, yeah, it's just accumulating here, guys. This is good. It did create a potential shift back up. You know, it's a little choppy. We respected the order block here, so I like that. We're gonna put this at 8:30. Let's see if we get what we want by then. Yes. Fuck. And it took it took the liquidity before we could get in, but that's a big time shift there. 7:45. Yeah, I mean, I want 8:30 to probably come down here, or 9:30, and then I'm gonna go for that big target up there. I think that's it for today. Okay. 8:30's coming. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful sweep at 8:30. Damn, I would have wanted to go in there. Shit, what do I do now? It ran some. That's the problem with doing the replay with the 15-minute candles, guys. We're gonna buy in. And we're just gonna say, yeah, stop's got to be down here. I mean, it's very, very fucking far. So I'm going to be screwed if it goes down there. But let's see what we got. 9:30 is our next thing we're looking for. We could get a little bit of a push down maybe, but I think that was the move. All right, let's see what 9:30 does. And we're really going for this one. We're done with that. Toasted it. So did put in a little. Man, I really hate how close this thing is. Can I move this fucking thing? Nope. It's like in the middle of the screen, man. It's super annoying. Okay. Yeah, we might get screwed here. Okay. So it didn't take our stop, but we are not very happy. Because that was the entry, huh? We were early. Damn. Alright. We're still good. That wasn't a shift. In my opinion, that wasn't a shift. I think we're good to go. Let's look to see where noon is. Alright, we got a couple candles left. Yeah, it's a little choppy, huh? Oh, there's our kill. Damn. Such a bummer that it took that high. Yeah. Shouldn't have trusted that, huh? Now when it took the high. Okay, let's see what we got around noon. Now we do have a potential shift back here with a gap coming up on noon. Yeah, don't love it. I'm gonna just chill. It's a little choppy. It's choppy bearish, right? Temporary bearish. All right, we got lunch here. There's not enough for me to call a buy on that. I'm gonna let it play out a little bit. Go all the way to 445. The only reason I didn't call for a buy on this is that, yeah, no, I probably should have. So this is why we're learning. Probably should have called a buy on that. Now, definitely a buy on this. It's 145. I want to see it dip. What I'm afraid of, it's going to dip and rip up. But let's see. Okay, we have a dip and a small rip, but let's buy. And same target. Actually, target's going to be just the high there. Let's see what we got. Well, a little choppy, huh? We got 3 o'clock, 3:30, and that's our high. We'll take that. So, a little bit of a stinker day. Just need to be aware when, yeah, our big target was taken pre-market. The morning move is likely gonna be to grab previous session lows, right? So that was just my bad. Wasn't thinking about that. Rushed a little bit, a little too happy to get up here. 40, 90, 75, right? This is definitely a flaw of mine. Seeing the target pretty far away and going, yep, that's it. And I'm usually right. However, I don't take into consideration sweeping this and going back down for more. So I'll get stopped out a lot. But let's keep on going. See where we're taking off to. 345. And this is another mistake, I think, of mine. And that is just playing out the move. But no, I liked my TP. Never mind. That was a good call. That was a good call on the TP. So 445 is coming up. All right, that ends our day. It has started the move, yeah? We're pretty close. It's only 20 handles away. So we're pretty close to that target. That's where we're going. All right, so the 15-minute, we are very, very much in a bullish move. I'm not even going to look at the other time frames because I want to wrap up. I want to get to this 40, 90, 75 and then probably call it quits. It's midnight here. It's been fun though. Okay. Let's see what overnight does. Oh, we got a big new day opening gap. It's important to mark those out. Probably should have looked at the other time frames. Just do my normal prep. Okay, so what did we have going on? We had a good push up, right? We don't really want, like, to do it on this level, that's fine. Displaces through swings because we want to hold this structure a bit. Coming down here, that wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be terrible. Okay, London kill zone. Took some more lows. Dug into order block. Order block is being respected, so I think, yeah, I think we should start looking for shifts here. Remember, we're not going to trade until 7 at the very earliest. 8:30 is still pretty early. 9:30 is ideal to start trading. Okay, 7. So sweeping London lows would be cool. 8:30 almost got there. See if 9:30 does it. Huh. No, it went for highs. Okay, interesting. London low is intact. I'm bullish though. Hella bullish. This is a good push. This is a close above a swing high. This is a close above this high. However, we gotta let that form. Wow. Okay, it did. It pulled previous high of day. Damn, it's gonna run without me. Yeah, look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, that's all it needed. Keep taking those lows. Set that up. Back in order block. Rocket. Awesome. I was left back on Earth. Bummer. Oh, look at that. Back into this. This is going to be my last trade. This doesn't matter. However, oh, that was a huge high. I can't buy here. It's already taken liquidity, right? I can't buy here. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's buy here. We're gonna buy for a high of day. I'm gonna buy for a high of day with a. Okay, here I would probably say, shit, that's enough. But let's see. Let's see if it grabs high of day. Oh, very close. I'll take that. Flatten. It does take high of day right there. Wow, that's nice. It's good. That's why a fair value gap on a swing is so good. It's so fucking good. Came all the way up to take the high there. So we're $2,400 in a week, is something like that. It's pretty good, especially when just trading off 15-minute, and we had one big mistake. What's the next thing we got here? Well, we still have time. We can trade again today, but my targets are hit, man. I don't want to trade anymore. There's no point. It's taking more, and that's fine. That's a good displace. But look, it's not even gonna come back for entry, huh? Oh, there we go. Swept lunch low. That's a beautiful way to end it. Yep. Reaching past our big area of liquidity, and then it says, let's go get previous session low. Cool. Well, that's going to be it for me for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this session of Friday night backtesting. Yeah, I think I need to put more emphasis on this. The not the backtesting part, but I mean, that's going to happen either way. But for the backtesting, focus more on the draw on liquidity, the bias, the daily bias, the temporary draws, the long-term draws. When does it make sense for it to go for the long-term draws? These are the things that I'm just not putting enough focus on, and it's really showing in my trading. I've been doing terribly. So hopefully this will help me, and hopefully it helps you as well. Yeah.